is recognized.
I proudly yield 2 minutes to the representative from the great state of New York, from the Ways and Means Committee, Tom Suozzi.
Gentleman from New York is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you to everyone who's worked so hard on this, including Chairman McGovern. I stand before you as chair of the Congressional Uyghur Caucus and as a member of the Congressional Executive Commission on China to support passage of the bipartisan Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act. We need to wake up from our torpor. It's been reported for years, but I don't think most Americans realize exactly what's going on in China. It was almost 50 years ago that Nixon went to China, and we've always believed that the more the Chinese government and the people were exposed to the United States and the West and our way of life and our democracy and our economic system, the more they'd become like us, the more they'd adopt concepts of freedom, of expression, free markets, minority rights. Well, that simply hasn't happened. Everyone in this body has seen reliable reports, clear documentation of crimes against humanity. Forced labor, forced sterilization, mass surveillance, government-run detention camps, mass detention, sexual violence, and torture against the Uyghur people. The Chinese Communist Party is even forcing people to eat pork during Ramadan, even though it violates people's religion. It's hard to imagine that in today's world that forced labor camps are happening, and we know about it. And today, we're standing up to do something about it. The Chinese Communist Party must be held accountable. We have rules in place now that say you can't use forced labor, but this bill is a major step forward in mandating that everything that comes out of Xinjiang in China will be presumed to be using forced labor, and therefore ineligible to be sold into the U.S. supply chain. This is going to have a tremendous impact. An overwhelming amount of cotton in the world comes from China, for example. 84% of that cotton comes from China, comes from the Xinjiang region. Some people are going to say, oh my gosh, if we don't do business with Xinjiang, then the cost of products are going to go up. Well, that's too damn bad. This should shock everyone's conscience.
Gentleman's time has expired. Gentleman.
I yield the gentleman an additional 30 seconds.
Gentleman is recognized for additional 30 seconds.
We have to do everything we can to stand up for our values. The world is watching us, and it starts with the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act becoming law. Let's do this, and let's do it together. We recognize here in our country that we went through a period of slavery. That's why it's so offensive to us now to see slavery actually happening in the world as we speak, where both administrations, the prior administration and this administration, have both said this is genocide. Standing up together in a bipartisan way is so important. And I yield back.
Gentleman from New York yields back. The gentleman from New York reserves.